Hello and welcome to Funk Puzzles. Today we have the Kubok 16. This is the off of, I believe, the Friday, August 25th puzzle. I'll go ahead. I'm going to show you how this one is done. Kubok 16 is one of my favorite games. What we have here is we have a 16 cell grid. It's a 4x4. In this grid, you have to use the numbers 1 through 16, every single one of them. So obviously you can't use any one of them more than twice or once, sorry, because there's only 16 cells. And in addition to that, you have the caveat of that you have these numbers on the outside, and every row and column has to add up to those numbers. Okay. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get started. We will look at, first of all, the totals. So I like to go through here and get the new totals. So we have, sorry, that's dumb, 35, 12, 28. And so all I'm doing here is I'm taking the number that's given and I'm minusing it from the top. 44 is 39, 28, 37, 23, and 24. Okay. That's what we got over here for our updated totals. That way I don't have to add in those numbers, and it makes it a little easier for the adding. Kubok 16 has a ton of adding in it. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to check, as usual, for any outliers. And a couple outliers right off the bat that I can see is that I'll do the outliers in green. Is that I want to look at like minimums on rows. So right now our biggest, I always go for the big ones first. So 16 plus 15, those are our two biggest numbers. That's 31. So obviously any row that requires 30, more than 31 is going to have a minimum. Okay. So this row here is 37. So the minimum for this row right here, okay, is going to be, this row is going to be greater than or equal to 31 plus 6. But 6 is already given, so it's actually going to be greater than or equal to 7, because I can't have 6 twice. This row is 39, so this row is going to be greater than or equal to, it's a little bit bigger, 8. So that's a nice constraint. And this is greater than or equal to 2, but that's not really a constraint. It's not much of a constraint. It is a constraint, but it's not much of a constraint. Okay. Actually, I'm going to keep those in there. These. So, oops, I keep screwing everything up. Now let's look for low constraints. So that means that where can't I have 1? Well, actually, I know I can't have. What do I mean? No. This is minimum constraints. I'm looking for high constraints. Sorry. I got thrown off by that 1. So like in this row, my lowest I can have is 2 plus 1 equals 3. So I take 12 from 3. So this row right here, actually I'll put it up here. This must be less than or equal to 9. That's right. So if I have a 9, I have 1 plus 2, that's 12. So I can't have anything greater than 9 in there. And now right off the bat, I have some interesting information, okay? This cell intersects with two minimum constraints, right? The minimum is 7 and the minimum is 8. So this cell's minimum is 8, right? But that isn't interesting. This cell's interesting though. Why? Because I have a low constraint and I have a high constraint. It must be lower than 9, but higher than 7. So there's only a couple numbers that cell can be. And my guess is that's probably going to be the key component to this puzzle, but we'll just keep going for now. Any other constraints like that? No. So if I take 3 from any of these other ones, I can use 16. So, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the object eraser and we're going to get rid of a lot of this, but we're going to keep this one cell right here. I'm going to get that a little nicer. And this is going to be, and this is going to be, just get this a little nicer, everything a little nicer. And this is what? No, it's not. It's less than, here we go to 9. Okay, so with that in mind, now there's some interesting things here. So for instance, the number 1, I said that minimum constraint wasn't too big of a deal. But I do want to look at that, okay? Why do I want to look at it? Well, because it's interesting. This minimum constraint means that 1 can't be here. It has to be at least be 7. This minimum constraint means that 1 can't be there. You could say technically 4, 3, 2 can't be there either. 5, 6 are already there. But here's another thing. Now 1 can't be here either. Okay. So now we have something interesting here. And I'm going to put this as up here in the left-hand corner. And I'm going to put 1 P. And we're going to denote that with yellow. So 1 can only be here, 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 and here. Now, I don't want to pretend like that's a huge deal, but it could be something. There's only 4 spots for 1. 2, unfortunately, can be in a lot of spots, but 1 can't. Okay? 1's down to 4 cells. So I have a couple interesting things here. 16 and 15 in the bigs can be almost anywhere. But 1 can only be there. Okay? So now let's first of all, let's go ahead and look at this green cell. That green cell right here, we're going to call it A. Oops. Undo. Oops. Undo. A. A, we know that A is less than or equal to 9. And it's greater than or equal to 8. Or sorry, 7. 7. Jesus. Okay. So if it's 9, if A is equal to 9, then what's in these 2 bottom ones? Well, that's the maximum. So this is a 2, 1, and this is a 1, 2. If A is equal to 8, well, what are the numbers we're going to use here? It would be a 3, 1 and a 1, 3. That's the only way we can get 4. And so now this is interesting, right? Because this is the only way we can get 4. So now A actually can't be 8. It can't. Because how else do we get 4? 2 and 2? Can't do that. 2 uses of 2. 3 and 1? Can't do that. We have 2 uses of 3. A belongs to a set of either 7 or 9. Well, actually, I don't know 7 yet. So let's figure out 7. A is 7. It can't be 2, 3, but it could be 1, 4. Okay, and this gives us something else now. What does this give us? This gives us that 1 is used here no matter what. Okay, so now actually I can get rid of this 1 crap. So now I got a lot of information right off the bat here. Okay, what do I know? I know that A belongs to 7 or 9. And because of that, I know that this, oops. I know that this down here is either 1, 2, 2, 1, or it's 1, 3, 3, 1. No. This is dumb. 1, 4, 4, 1. Okay, so that's interesting. I'm gonna erase the 7, 9 and move it up because I need space to do all my math. A belongs to 7 and 9. Okay. Okay, so now what else is interesting? I'll tell you what's interesting. This rule here right here is still interesting. And the reason this is interesting is that the minimum here is 7. But it can only be 7 or 9. So that means that these numbers, these 2 numbers are going to be really big. Okay? If it's 9, it's 28. 28 divided by 2 is 14, 14. So I only have 15, 13, and 16, 12. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll write those possibilities in here. And I won't write them in both. I'm just going to write them into one. 15, 13, 28, 16, 12. If it's 7, if it's 9, it's 28. So if it's 7, it's 30, and that's only 16, 14. So those are the only ones that I can have. Do you see how that works? Those are the only ones I can have. Okay? That's it. That's all I can have over there. So that is interesting. Oh my gosh, this stupid. I have a knockoff pen for my iPad, and it works well, but oh, I shouldn't have deleted those. I'll call this B. So B is going to be, what I say, 7 would be with the 7, 16, 14 combo. With the 9, 28, 16, 12. And with the 9, 28, 15, 13. And of course, 14, 14 can't use. So those are the only options we have for B. And B and C, sorry. BC, I should say BC. So this is BC, not just B. Okay. 16, 14, 16, 12, 15, 13. Does this tell me anything else? 16, 15. This is B is also, if it was 12, then I would have 16 left and 28. But that doesn't mean anything, because if it's 16, 14, it could be 15, 1, so the whole gamut's run there. If C was 16, I still have quite a bit to get. I have 23. So, yeah, I mean. Oh, so, well, I already know that it has to be at least 8. So it'd be like 15, 8. So, excuse me, I'm just dying of allergies. Okay, our fall season here in Wisconsin is terrible for allergies. Okay, so let's go ahead now and start figuring this out. Now I think I am definitely at plug and play, unfortunately. I don't see anything else I can do. So we come over here and we'll do 7 because that's the easiest one. So if A is 7, we have 16, 14. Okay. So let's go ahead and we are going to denote this A, B, C. 16. Oh, sorry. 7. This would be 16, 14. Because if I can get rid of this 7 right away, that'd be this is the easiest one to do, obviously. Then I know it's a 9. I'll have my first number right away. If the 7 on the bottom, it must be 1, 4, 4, 1. So we'll say 1, 4, 4, 1. And where does it look easiest to start narrowing down? That's the question. Probably with the 16. So if this is 16, I have 12. And how do I get 12? I don't have 11, 1. I don't have 10, 2. I don't have 9, 3. So I'm going to write these down. I don't have 11, 1. I don't have 10, 2. How do I know that? Because those are on the board. Parts of them, at least. Now, I don't have 9, 3. I don't have 8, 4 either. Wow. And I don't have 7, 5. Wow. Wow. So that can't be 16 in this instance. Okay. What if it's 14? If it's 14, then there's 14 remaining. 13, 1, I don't have. 12, 2, I do have. 11, 3, I don't have. 10, 4, I don't have. 9, 5, I don't have. I have a 12, 2 possibility with 14. 12, 2, 2, 12. So where else can I narrow this down? Let's try it over here with the 39, so that's 23. 23 would be 16, 7. I don't have because I'm using the 16. 15, 8. I do have. 14, 9. I don't have. I'm using the 14. 13, 10. I don't have. And 12, 11. I do not have. I have to use the 12. So I only have 15, 8. Oh my God. That's a lot. We'll go through here first. This one looks easy. And when I say here, I said this one. 8, 10, 18, 19, 4. Can't happen. 8, 10. So I'm just going through possibilities here, right? I'm just saying if this was an 8, this is 10, that's 18, plus this. Oh, wait, I can't do that. The 23 is the remaining. Don't add that. Don't add the 10. I'm not using it. I'm going for 23. 8, 9 from 13 is 14. I don't have a 14. 8, 12 from 23 is 11. I do think I have an 11. So that could work. So we're going to go ahead and circle this. If I circle that, then this is it. 15, 12 is 27. That'd be a 1. That doesn't work. 15, 2. And we'll look at this real quick. I'm going to break my thought here. 15. No, sorry. 12 doesn't work with either of these. 15, 12 is 27. I need a 1. 8, 12 is 20. I need an 8. So 12 is not in there. So I can just get that out of there right now. So I know it looks like that. Okay, so now I can say 15, 2, 17, 11. Is that what it would be too? I think that's what it would be. So I have 11 circled down here. I have 8. I have 15 with that 8. 15, 2 is 17, 11. So that's a duplication. So I can't have that. Okay, so I can go through and start erasing a bunch of stuff. Okay, I still have this possibility of this though. 15, 10, or sorry, 15, 1, 16, 7, can't do it. 15, 4, 19, 4, can't do it. All my possibilities are gone. That can't be 14, 16. So now we gotta do 16, 14. Or did I already eliminate that one? Did I eliminate this? No, I don't think I did. No, I haven't done any elimination yet. I think I just picked that and I made it look better. All right, 16, 14. Okay, so 16, we have 12. How do I get 12? Oh, wait, I did do this because there's no way to get 12. There's no way at all to get 12, right? Remember? It's 7, 5. That's gone. 8, 4. That's gone because of the 4s used. 9, 3. The 3 is on the board. 10, 2. 2's on the board. 11, 1. 1's on the board. So that's it. So this can't be 7. And so we have our first number. And how far are we into it? 18 minutes. Not bad. This is 9. And this is 1, 2, and 2, 1. So now we can get rid of a is equal to 9. We already know that. But we do, one thing we don't know is this. So we have 16, 12, and 15, 13. So we'll just work through this in order. 16, 12, and 12, 16. 16 from 28 is 12. Now, do I run into the same issue here? I don't think so because I don't have the 4. So now I have 12. I don't have 7, 5 still, of course, but I'm going to put it there just so I know. I do have 8, 4 because I'm not using a 4 now. I don't have 9, 3. 10, 2. No. 10's on the board. 11, 1. No. So I do have 8, 4. So we're going to circle the 16 and 12. 4, 8, 8, 4. On the bottom, I have 8, 10, 14. If I pick the 8. Actually, I'm going to change colors so I know what I'm doing here. So I'm going to pick the 8 and the 4. 8, 10, 14. That's legitimate. 8, 1, 9, 15. That's also legitimate. On the top, I have 8, 4. For 4, I need 24. That's huge. Let's look at that. I need 24. I have 16, 8. That's not legitimate. I have 15, 9. That's not. That's used. 14, 10. That's used. And 13, 11. That's not used. Wow. So I'm going to go back because I don't want to go through this many. Okay. This is just a little too many for me. I'm going to see if the other way breaks quicker. So that would be 4 and 8. 4, 2, 6, 18. Yes, that doesn't work. And that's the biggest version. So obviously the 4 can't work down there. It's too small. So I can't have a 4. The minimum I can have in here is 2 from 22. The minimum I can have is 7. So I'll remember that now. And I'll make things a little quicker. 8, 2 is 10. This would be 14. 14. 8, 1, 9. This would be 15. Those are both legitimate. Okay. Three, 4, 20. Sorry, 4 is 24. So again, I got that big 24 to get. 16, 8. No. 15, 9. No. 14, 10. No. 13, 11. Yes. 12, 10. No. What the hell? 12, 10. 12, 12. Obviously. 13, 11 works. Son of a gun. Oh, this is getting confusing. This is just with the 16. Remember, I'm still starting with that 16 circle. I haven't went through 12. There's a lot that works, unfortunately. We're going to switch colors again. Try again. 13, 14, 27, 6. No. 13, 14, 27, 6. No. 13, 15, 28, 5. No. So that's beautiful. So this would have to be 11, 13 if it was to work. 11 leaves us 22. Oh, shit. I don't think I was supposed to delete that bottom one, was I? 8, 2, 10, 14. 8, 1, 14, 15. Okay. So 11, 14, 25, 8. No. 11, 15, 26. 7. Yes. Okay, so now I have eliminated something. Okay. And so this is the 15, so that this now is this. 2, 7, 9, 14. And I think we have a solution. 13, 14, 27, 12, 39. Yes, we do. Wow. 7, 14. I'm going to make this look nice. This is a very nice puzzle. 15. Why is this very nice? Well, look at how it fell together with the clues. I got lucky, of course, to pick 16, 12. I just happened to put it down like that. What if I had picked 15, 13? I mean, I would have did a lot of plug and play. It might have broke easy, because the 16 did work. Maybe this was a harder one. Maybe it would have broke easier, but maybe it would have been that kind of stuff I was just doing right there, going through that. That would have took a while. I mean, it still took a while. But this is the beauty of Kubok right here. 8, 16, 12. $16, $12. We're going to get this nice for all of you people out there. 4, right? Yep. The beauty of Kubok right here. This is why this is a great game. Who knows? I mean, I don't get this cell. I could be here all day. But the author who makes these, this is why the people who make them, it's important. He set this up in a way that we're supposed to find that cell, and then we know that's our starting point. So obviously it's set up that way. But if you don't know those little rules, my gosh, you know how difficult this would have been?